No, like he didn't know if he was gonna do it for sure. He's probably not gonna play with him anymore because that's like
Nezahal? We could do Nezahal.
we haven't built Nezahal, and I would love to do a Nezahal deck.
That you can do super budget, plays counter spells, and whenever they play counter spells, you draw, and then also it can't be killed and it can't be
Yeah,
countered.
yeah. I don't. Man, I wish I still had my Nezahal deck together.
We could do a Nezahal deck. That could be uber budget, like
Yeah,
because
and
like you
there's
just go ahead, yeah.
yeah, there's some really cool stuff you get to run. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
I think Nezahal's the choice, even though it's a lot of mana to get out. Once it gets out, like if you're playing against counter spells, how do you beat that? You get to draw every time and then just counter his counters.
Hmm.
So like I mean that works for me. He's really hard to interact with, and like
Yeah, because he's also can dodge stuff.
we just got to make sure we're running a lot of like ramp. It needs like a ton of ramp.
All right, it's called three best words. Draw a card. You don't have to put draw cards. Just okay. It's three best words in MTG. Okay, love it. Because I'm also like, there's probably some new stuff we could run in this too that would make lots of fun.
Yeah, like how do you beat this? Like I remember playing against yours, and yours was a budget deck.
Yeah, and because I just wanted to run as many like draw card effects that I could. It was tribal draw cards.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like,
and it doesn't even like just playing against a counterspell deck with this effect is
mm,
ridiculous. Like yes, it takes a lot. Like I think the first thing we should do is make sure that we're playing like enough ramp. So Gilded Lotus, there's also the new
Throne of Eldraine.
yes, that is exactly what I was thinking. And then also Nyx Lotus because we're monocolored. So we can play Nyx Lotus, which actually isn't even that much money anymore. Look,
Uh,
$4. And then
mm,
Nykthos.
which is a little
Then
pricey.
we need Scepter. It's fine. You know, he's good about picking things up in time, and he always finishes decks when he sets out for them. You know.
Oh, it's not as bad.
It's 28. Yeah. And then
I still put a Soul Ring in there.
wait, the Scepter, right?
Oh yeah, Scepter of Eternal Glory. Yeah.
Yes. Obviously, we need a Soul Ring. It's weird we don't usually do the ramp first, but when it's a 7-mana commander, I don't want to forget about it.
I
Okay.
mean, still like
So
a thought
yes,
vessel because you're
and
definitely
Cancer. Oh well,
because
you're right. Continue. Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, on the turns where like something happens, you need to get rid of him. You don't want to lose it. Like while his Nomax hand size, well, her Nomax hand size is nice. It's good to have the redundancies and for when she's not in play
Arcane Signet. We can
because sometimes
play
that will happen.
Mindstone.
Mm.
Mindstone.
Um,
Academy. What's the thing that puts an artifact back on top? What is that called again?
oh, yeah, Academy ruins.
Then
I also like Skyclave Relic because if you have extra mana to kick,
agreed.
it basically is 6 mana, get 3 mana.
Do
So
we
it's a little bit.
do we want like something that can give instant? Like, do we want to play like a ley line or like the artifact that can do it?
Nah, you're. I don't think you really need it as much. Most of your stuff is kind of instant
So
speed based anyway.
okay, I got the Soul Ring. We got all the busted shit. So Arcane Signet, Thought Vessel, Mind Stone. What else do we want?
I could either do like a Hedron Archive or like an Everflowing Chalice because Chalice again can multi-kick
Oh,
into it.
definitely Chalice. 100% Chalice. Okay, or only that will come up. Okay. We could run like a Solemn.
Oh yeah, I like Sad Robot.
And then Myriad Landscape. Uh, and then as far as the MDFCs, Salindy Vision and Seagate.
Yep.
And potentially a glass pool, depending on the direction we go with the creatures. But it's probably mostly going to be instant sorcery, and we don't need it. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the cool cards I ran this deck is called Dragon Wings. I had just picked it up right before, like around the its end of the time, but read that card.
Oh,
So you exile your commander, it goes to the
It's fine.
graveyard, it
Yeah.
re-enters, it goes back on.
yeah, that's cool. I like that. Okay. Obviously Archmage Emeritus.
Mm. Should we do all like the make sure we just run a bunch of islands and do like the island bounce stuff like Scourge of the Fleet, Engulf the Shore?
Hold on. You just reminded me of saying islands. Cage Sun,
Oh right.
and we could do like a extra planar lens. Wait, so you said Scourge?
I don't like extra
We
planar.
could do Scourge. We don't have to do extra planar. Cage Sun is
Yeah.
fine.
So like Scourge of the Fleet and Engulf the
Scourge.
Shore, because remember we could always dodge them.
Scourge of the Fleet.
God, there's so many of them.
Is it spelled like this? No.
No, it's SCUR. SCOUR, yeah, of the fleet. There he is. Teferi's Ageless Insight.
Yes, Teferi's Ageless. And also the other one. What's the other one?
It's a Engulf the Shore.
No. I'm talking about the extra draw.
Oh, Almart's Archive.
Oh, and what was the other one you said that bounces?
Engulf the Shore.
Oh, okay, we got that one, and we can play also obviously Cyclonic.
Mm-hmm. We're about to ruin everybody's day.
I want to play Mnemonic Wall. Hold on.
You play Whelming Wave.
Or wait, no, there's better than Mnemonic Wall. There's the Salvager. Hold on. Salvager Secrets. Wait.
Ooh, budget card that's probably also really annoying to deal with. Hullbreaker Horror. Also can't be countered.
Yes. Wait, what was the thing you said before it? You said something else.
Oh, a Whelming Wave. Because it's just another like bounce.
That doesn't hit it, right?
Oh, it does because it's dinosaur, but it doesn't hit Hullbreaker Horror.
It also doesn't hit this, I think, right?
Yeah, we could play. What about Jin-Jitaxis, the transforming one?
Oh yes.
Like our spells so far are. I do think we should lean on the spell side.
Not that one.
It's
It's that one. Thinking Shark Typhoon, maybe?
Oh yeah, I like those kind of effects in this.
Definitely wants a reliquary, probably too.
With a lot of mana. All right, so we definitely put what's the flip card that we love that makes the land that copies spells.
Oh yes. Hold on.
I can't think of the artifact's name.
It's oh fuck. It's
I know Wellspring is the backside.
It's from Ixalan.
Wow, we put this in like every deck. Why can't my brain think of it? Hold on 1 second. Oh, Sapphire Medallion.
Yes.
Why can't I think of the stupid card?
Sphinx of the Second Sun. Wow, it's only $2 now.
Primal Amulet. There it is.
Primal Amulet. Yep. We can play Brawl as well.
A Brawl, yeah.
And Jace's Sanctum. Because we're limited in mono blue.
Yeah.
Jace's Sanctum. Then we can play Dika. We can play Murmuring Mystic.
You know, I've become less and less fans of the ones that just make 1/1s. I think we have better ones. I don't like flooding with too many of them.
Tal'Ren.
Like, yeah, even Tal'Ren at times feels like I'd rather play like all the other ones.
Well, the thing with Tal'Ren is the flying. I mean, the flying is really good.
Because we have to be careful, because I've noticed at times when like we go too heavy on them, we end up drawing all the payoff and like 1 or 2 value pieces, and then don't get to happen them as much. But like they are really good to have, so we gotta be careful not to unload too many on that side.
What about the one that makes wizards? I feel like that one's kind of good. And then they get 3+2/+2 in flying.
Yeah, that one I do like because it gives them flying and it buffs them. Something is it something of perfection?
Docent?
They've been perfect. It's something. It's like docent of perfection. Docent of perfection.
Yep.
And I just want to start those jamming in like.
What about metallurgic summonings?
Yeah, that would be like the last one I think I would really like.
Okay. What about any other creatures?
No. So we're also probably gonna run a bunch of Ristic Setting, and also because we're probably gonna be running a bunch of bounce spells.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna be playing all the removal, not just bounce. There's Exile in blue too.
Yeah. So that's why I want to be careful how many creatures we do run.
Is there also I like Archaeomancer and Whelming Wave, or like
yeah,
because that's kind of like a combo. Which is why I've been liking playing these more and more in the blue decks. Because there's a lot of dumb shit you can do with them, and if you want, you can do like the Palinchron Ghostly Flicker lines, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Palinchron and Cage Sun is infinite mana as well. Okay, so let's get to spells. Let's start. Well, I'm thinking also like a Blue Sun Zenith.
Or the 2-mana one is also pretty good.
Which one?
Pull from tomorrow, yeah. So, now definitely could put straight counter spell.
Yes. Counter spell. And then I want to put my favorites. So we got counter spell. Let's see how much mana drain is right now.
It's not bad. It's doable. And like I said, things like get swapped out. How do you feel like High Tide in this kind of deck?
Only if we're comboing with it. Otherwise, I don't think it needs. I mean, I guess if you think of it as like a jeweled amulet to like just play our commander, it's not bad. But I feel like we could just play jeweled amulet if we wanted to do that.
Yeah. But I guess we have some recursion. Like we do need, a way to also, like maybe it's good to like do like a semi deck out strategy with like with spell copy and how much draw we have.
What about Enter the Infinite? We could just play that, right? $4 right now. Jesus Christ. That's a 1-card win con, and then we play Jace, and this deck needs Lab Man, I think.
Yeah, this would be a Lab Man Jace deck. I think is it. But anyway, so back to spells like Arcane Denial.
Do we want to play any infinite mana? Do we want to add like a Palinchron? And then we could do like Ghostly Flicker as well with Archaeomancer and
I need
also Palinchron goes infinite with Cage Sun. But you would need a payoff like a Blue Sun or like a Pull from Tomorrow, or whatever we're gonna end up playing with it, Also, the other one I like is Commander's Insight.
Oh yeah, because yeah.
My only problem with it is it targets. But Do we want to play any other infinites or no?
Uh,
Enter the Infinite's a good one. WinCon. We could play like solve the
I mean,
equation to tutor it.
we could do actually we could do the ghostly flicker with like the ghostly flicker gilded drake.
You mean with Paragon Drake?
Yeah, sorry, Parry and Drake, not Gilded Drake.
Well,
Gilded Drake
let me see
plus.
how much Palancron is because he's the better version. Oh my god, he's gone down so much.
Did he get a new printing or something?
Let's look. Now,
No.
interesting. It's
Maybe
the
just people are
same price
using him
as
less.
it's the same price as Nykthos. The thing is, do we want the 7-mana? I feel like this one's just so much more broken, right? Because you can also return, so it also goes infinite with Cage Sun on its own. Or do we just want the 5-mana one because it's less mana? What are you thinking?
I say let's go less mana. Also, I know Mari doesn't want to spend a ton of money, so like the more budget we could keep it, the better.
Yeah, the Drake is like $1, so it's budget level.
You're wrong, Tom. It's 10
It's 10
cents.
cents. Excuse me.
Liar.
Okay, so I added Ghostly Flicker. Do we want to add another one that works, like a Displace, or just Ghostly Flicker?
Then also we want to put Nerumeha because she also goes with Ghostly Flicker. So we have multiple routes with that.
She's also just a good card. I like Nerumeha.
Don't ask me how to spell her. I don't know. I think it's 2 words. Let me see if I can find her. Okay.
Swarm Intelligence. One of my favorite cards. Okay.
So another card I've actually liked.
I'm not even done with counter, but continue. Go.
Oh yeah, you want? Let's do counter spells because the card I really liked in this deck that actually usually led me to victory.
Which is what?
It's finale the blue finale.
Oh, finale. Yes.
Because you get to draw X cards, then untap 5 lands, and if you use your land to copy it.
This one.
Yeah, Finale Revelations. It does exile itself, but
we can also
disallow.
I got that. I got Sublime Epiphany. I got Mystic Confluence. We could also
Resculpt.
Yes, we want Reality Shift. So Resculpt.
Frantic Search. I really like in this kind of deck.
It's just a free spell, pretty much. What about like Deep Anal?
Yeah, I still like that. I like that. Yeah.
And Chemist's Insight.
Archmage's Charm is only like $4 now.
We could play that. It's mono blue. And Cryptic Command.
Yeah, I still like Cryptic Command.
How much is it though? Probably not as much. It doesn't really get played. Yeah, $6. Nice. Because Charm stopped getting played too. It's just it's too hard on the mana cost. Great. Those are both pretty budget now, which is nice. Cool. I like all those. Okay, so
I like
Reality Shift. What else?
Spectral Deluge.
Spectral.
So it's a one-sided board wipe potentially.
Mm-hmm. What was the thing that's like Dig Through Time, but it's 4 mana?
Forgot what that was called. I know which one you're talking about.
It's Flashback. Deep into something? No.
But hey, I know.
Drawn into Dreams.
There it is.
Not that. No.
Nope, that's dismissed. It keeps coming up. Oh, it's from Dreams. That's what. Okay, the fishies. I like a treasure. I still like treasure cruise because like if there's a lot of fodder we could burn through.
And dig, I guess. What's some of the spell returning is Mystic Retrieval or what is it called?
I think so.
No, it's got red.
Oh no, that I was thinking something else.
We have these, so it should be fine.
We do still do Mystic Sanctuary.
I got that.
What about Mordenkainen?
Mordenkainen?
The one that is draw 2 cards, it makes the dog, or it's also enter the infinite.
Planeswalker, yes. So like him. Oh boy.
What was the other card I really liked in this deck when I played it? Oh, Tom, I forgot Wayfarer's Bauble.
So we can definitely play that. Solemn is cool in a deck with Whelming Wave too.
Mm-hmm.
You can just like keep replaying it. I kind of like that.
Oh, Commit in Memory. So I like that one. I don't know if you want to go too heavy in bouncing, but I really like River's Rebuke as well. Like just keeping stuff off the board that doesn't hit us as much as possible, because the other win condition is just hit Nezahal 3 times is lethal.
Mm-hmm.
What's that new card that's isn't there like that new 3 mana card that's like that it's played in standard that's like just straight draw 2 cards, or is that not worth it?
Which card?
It's like it's like it's in standard right now all over the place. It's like 3 mana draw 2 cards because it's like people are like, oh my god, it's not a 4 mana card that does it. It's only 3 mana.
I don't know which card you're talking about.
Oh shit.
How about this though? This seems like a card.
Yeah. So I find what this bitch is called.
Do we think Fairy Mastermind is any good for drawing?
Nah.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's easy. It's easy to play around.
Yeah. I do like a Sphinx of the Second Sun though. Hullbreaker technically should have an infinite as well. Yeah, any of these Hullbreaker also is an infinite because of it. If you have like Soul Ring, Chalice, Soul Ring, Vessel, Soul Ring.
It's called Quick Study.
What?
It's just 3 mana, draw 2 cards as instant speed.
Draw 3 or 2?
Draw 2.
I think
It's not real.
I think 3 for 2 is fair for commander, broken for standard. If it had like convoke, like I like all the convoke stuff a little bit more. But we're not playing a lot of creatures. I mean, some of the creatures make tokens, but you know. Any other lands? Do we want a castle? Oh, I already added it. I'm a genius. Anything else?
Yeah, I just don't want to do too many because I do want to keep our
Yes,
island count
the
really high.
The islands are staying high. Yes. For Cage Sun, for a lot of things.
Do you think there'll be a lot of time where we have extra mana in our hand and lands in our hand?
Why? What are you thinking of playing?
Terrain generator. It's like a weird land that lets you like
yes.
ramp.
Yeah, we can play that.
I'm like, I don't really want to one much more than that, especially when we have like Cage Sun and like all the things I care about island counts.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the Cage Sun doesn't matter, but like
Cage Sun is just anything that makes blue, so it works with.
But we have a lot of things that care about how many islands we have in play. So like, Mystic Sanctuary is fine because it is I guess what we have only like what 3 or 4 non islands now.
Mm-hmm.
The only other thing I would say like maybe a Rogue's Passage maybe just to get like maybe just go that route like potentially like we just swing with their commander to kill somebody. But I wouldn't. I think that would be it on like lands.
What about War Room?
I was thinking about that potentially.
Okay. We could also, I mean, with our commander, there's Bonder's Enclave, but a lot of the time he might not even be in play. But
Yeah.
But I mean, we could play it if we wanted to.
No, I think that's good. Let's get our land count up and see where we're at. So we do have the 2 MDFCs, so we're at.
It would only be 5 colorless lands because this trades in for a blue and this makes blue.
It's more so stuff that has island in its name. I want high island count.
Well, yeah, for just Scourge because Cage.
Well, we have like 3 of those effects that care about. There's 3 Scourge effects.
Scepter.
And we have Scepter.
And we have. Does Throne say that too? Or no, that you just choose a color. And then there's also.
So it's Scepter.
Cage Sun cares about blue.
So it'd be Scepter. Actually, how good is Nyx Lotus? Because we might not have a lot of devotion at times. Because there could be some points where it's only tapping for 1 or 2 mana.
I still think it's worth it, even with just our commander, because it's a 4 mana tap for 2, so it's the same thing as this.
But also really, really good if you have the Sphinx of the Second Sun, because it untaps it.
Yes, and then also...
Yo, why is Sphinx so good?
We do still have a good amount of devotion.
Alright.
Because, I mean, we have all these, and then, you know, so... Yeah. Alright,
we have
didn't you, like, play some weird equipment to put on it, too? Like that Runechanter's Pike, right?
Yeah. I think I put Runechanter... I did Runechanter's Pike and...
Do you want to play that? Or do you think we're going in a different direction with making infinites and we're fine?
Yeah, I mean, I never really attacked with mine.
So then, yeah,
but...
we don't really need it. Alright, so the rest is lands. We have 2 MDFCs that are blue.
So yeah, that puts our count to 12.
Yeah, so then...
So we need like another, like, what? 14... No. More than that.
There we go. That's 36.
Alright.
I think we can cut one and play a Bonders. That's 24 islands, plus Misty Sanctuary, so it's 25 islands. And technically, Myriad Landscape is an island because it gets an island. Wayfarer's Bauble is an island. Solemn is an island.
Okay.
It's just nice to have backups.
It's 2 words. Yeah, it's Bonders. Oh, there's. Oh, but it'll probably yell at you for the apostrophe.
Yeah, stupid fucking apostrophe. Was there any other removal? We got Shift, Sculpt, and... Isn't there another one? Oh, no, we got the Resculpt. That is the one we like, yeah.
No, the only thing I was thinking of is like the was it Aether Spouts, which puts all attacking creatures on the top or bottom of someone's deck, but we might not need that with how much bounce removal we have.
Maybe Spouts is better than Shore?
But Spouts is only attacking, so it's only one person.
Right, but
A lot
you're only concerned in instant speed when you're getting attacked, right?
or at the end of a player's turn before it goes to your turn. Like
Sure.
kind of like it's like Cyclonic Rift.
Did we want to play anything that gives us instant speed? Or I mean, we only have 16 creatures and like 10 sorceries. Probably not worth it.
No,
I mean,
we
getting to cast our mana rocks at the end of the. I mean, we have actually 16. Hold on. If we count all the mana rocks too, it's 16 plus 16 is 32. Plus 7 is 39. Plus so not so that's 41.
You also think
50,
though, lots
51 cards that can be used with them being flash.
but how important is the having them flashed? Is like
what
what
control deck that wants to play Nezahal, getting to keep the interaction up, and then just playing stuff at the end of their turn is like really good. I'm thinking maybe like just a ley line because that one's broken. It can also get played for free sometimes.
Yeah, I would say Leyline would be the kind of the only one.
Yes. Just because, again, when you're this style of deck, getting to play your mana rocks at the end of their turn and choose between counterspelling or playing a mana rock, like, it's just so good.
This makes me want to rebuild my Nezahal deck. I miss it.
Looks fun. All right, let's look where we're at. I don't think we were that bad off. Let me look though. Yeah, only 7 cards. That's what I thought. I don't think any of the mana rock's gonna get cut. I think we need all of this, believe it or not. Because he's a lot of mana. And then we have all the broken cards, which is this.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like you minus 2 of it, because 2 of them like it's like what 14 ramp. Like how much
plus,
usually that's kind of our
plus Solemn and Mirian. So
that's kind of like our average for lamp. And Sapphire Medallion isn't technically ramp, but is reduction.
yeah, it's pseudo ramp. Yep.
So like it's kind of around where our ramp package is usually for like big mana cost stuff anyway.
Any of these creatures we don't like. Kind of like mostly everything.
Talon's the one thing I would cut. I think the other things just do it better. Or dose it. Dose it actually it takes a little while to get going and is a little mana expensive to play. And it's only for wizards, and like again, we don't have too many other wizards. Like we have what 3 or 4 other ones, and
Right,
we don't really want to swing with them.
It makes wizards though.
Yeah, but until you flip it, like they're You get full power from Talrand right away.
Again, like, we don't even have to play a lot of the things that make tokens. Like, we could just play the ones that block well. Like, we don't even need to play this either, really, because we have other ways to win, you know?
Yeah.
We don't have to attack with Talrand.
Like, we're I guess we're less, like, playing a bazillion spells, and, like, we don't have the synergies with them. They're just kind of making blockers, but, like, we also have so much removal in this deck.
Oh, wait, what was the one that you said that bounces attacking creatures?
Aether Spout.
We can decide which ones we like.
I like Spouts because it puts it on the top or bottom of their deck and not into their hand. That means they have to redraw all the things they had in play.
Alright, so do we still like Dika? Or no?
I don't know. I almost kind of like maybe not. But then we still need something on play. But we have enchantments that do it, and they don't get bounced from our board wipes.
Yeah, we have summonings, which also return shit, and Shark Typhoon.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's fine, because like I said, this deck doesn't really... I'd rather play more board wipes and less things that make tokens to block, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, the Archaeomancer works really well with those. Also, like... stalling the game out to just let us get in like a board state with a Nezahal and just like a billion things that draw and like, you know.
I think all the enchantments stay. I think the enchantments is perfect.
5. Yes, I like everything.
And I like Dragon Wings because again it gives Nezahal that evasion.
I think commit is the weakest
It,
counter.
it is. I just like the. I guess no. Actually, we could cut commit because we're trying to deck ourselves out. Commit, I play in decks that draws a lot, and I want to recycle them, but we don't need it if we're.
We're always gonna have a big hand, you know.
Mhm.
36. Yep. And then let's look down here. What does this do? Return each creature your
It's
opponents control with toughness extra less to their owner's hand.
it's scourge, so it doesn't affect us.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Which is our worst board wipe?
Rivers Rebuke.
Think.
No, maybe it's actually Aether Spouts because it's only attacking creatures. The rest, like Aether Spouts, like a Cyclonic, that's you.
I've seen people get people with that, you know.
But yeah, but it is really good. Like if you're like playing your dinosaur deck and they Aether Spouts you and it all goes on top of your deck.
Mm-hmm.
Sad days, my friend. Maybe it's like engulf because it hits us.
And it only goes to hand as well.
Yeah, because Scourge does not us too, right? If I remember correctly.
Also, like some that hits us just because like we could do cool shit with the Archaeomancer and the Salvager.
Yeah, because Scourge is opponents
this is
only.
What I was thinking of. What's the one with prowess? That is prowess. That's 5 mana.
Oh,
it's the best one that was ever.
Yeah, because doesn't that one get 2 back?
No, you're thinking of the one that's 7 mana.
Oh, okay.
There's one that's 7 mana that gets 2 back. If you want to play that one.
Nah. It's like a merfolk, right?
Yeah, I think they're both merfolk.
Yeah. Shipwreck Dowser.
That's it. There we go. Right when it enters the battlefield, return target instant sorcery. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like all this. Which do we go to cut? 4 cards. Anything up here? Maybe like. No. We need a fuck ton of mana. Nezahal's a 3-shot. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's kind of also why I like Dragon Wings.
Yes.
We cut Sublime Epiphany. No, I'm kidding.
I'm okay. If we were to cut an extra spell, it's definitely this one. The finale's better, and finale doesn't say target, right? Oh, I was thinking we should play extra turn spells. Did you play any extra turn spells in yours?
Nah.
You didn't play the Karn's one?
Oh, maybe I did the Karn's one, but like I didn't really need it. I actually ended up taking out later points.
Okay.
So I was just like, eh.
Yeah, if you said you took it.
If I was gonna go extra turns, Nezahal to win, I would run more. It's like, yeah.
This is better. Oh no, this also targets, but you know, it's Blue Sun Zenith.
It shuffles back in, so you draw it again.
Maybe one of the draw. I'm thinking Frantic Search because we cut a lot of the token makers.
Oh no, that's part of our combo. No, you put that right back in. You untap the land that lets you copy, or your Nykthos. No, Frantic Search is too good.
Wait, what?
It untaps 3 lands. So when you have your land flip that copies spells, you get to untap it twice and float mana, and so you have 2 extra mana of copying.
But that doesn't. Does that go infinite?
Not with itself, but like it lets you. Because every time you get to if you get to untap Wellspring, like so you.
Right, but
You play frantic
Go ahead.
because you use Wellspring to play Frantic Search. You get to untap 3 lands. You untap your 3 lands. You float the mana with the Wellspring, and then the second copy resolves, and you untap it again. Then if you have your other copy spell, if you have a Swarm Intelligence, you get to do a third time, and now you have 3 mana floating that copies instants to sorceries.
Right, but I consider that like if we were storming, maybe that's better. But in like a long game like control deck, I don't really see that.
Oh, that's when you're going for a win. Like that's when you you have that sub, just like you have your win your combo
Right,
pieces.
I guess I like this card better for untapping lands. I
Oh,
think
yeah, look,
that one's fine.
but that you have to pay a lot of money mana into it. Frantic Search is easier to pull off, and Finale is usually like your end after you've done like that line. I just said I've done that play with Frantic Search, and that like almost like, usually I keep that together just to do that because it wins you the game. And it's not really like so stormy, like you're more so just it's like a way of generating a lot of mana, and then like playing your big spell or big spells that copy a bunch. I guess it doesn't matter if you hit like Enter the Infinite, and like then you don't really need it. But it's like hitting like your any like combo piece, and we know how good the Wellspring is and the reduction and into the flip.
Right, but it's good with anything. It doesn't need to like be untapped a bunch of times.
No, but like for the one time you get to do it, it lets you kind of go bonkers that turn. But I mean, we really don't have to run that route if you really don't want to. But like I've always run Frantic Search for if I have Wellspring.
I get what you're saying.
And at worst, it's just also just free cycle. Because like it replaces itself, you get the and a new card, and you get to untap.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying as well. It's fine.
Thing is, I like all these cards. Maybe with how much draw we need, maybe we don't need both Dig and Treasure Cruise because we also have the 4-drop that just does it anyway.
So then I think definitely Cruise goes first.
Oh yeah, because I think because in Commander getting the search and dig deeper, I think is better than just the straight draw 3.
Yeah, dig is always better. If we were to cut one of the bounces, which one would it be? Is it this or the Rebuke?
Maybe it would be the Spectral. That one doesn't hit us, but
we also don't have so many creatures that like it's that big of a problem as well. You know,
it's true. And I was thinking about Scourge because Scourge does it too, but our other bounce spell, Whelming Wave, doesn't hit it because it's a Kraken or a Serpent.
I mean, also River's Rebuke only hits one player.
But it gets rid of all the thing because all of our bounce is creature based. River's Rebuke, but we can cut Rebuke. Rebuke, like I said, is probably one of the worst ones.
Because we have Rift. Hold on. So we have Rift, Shore, Spouts, which are like the instant ones. We have.
Then we have
Wave,
Rebuke
and
Deluge.
So which one do you like the least out of all of them?
I think Whelming Wave because it doesn't hit Coma.
Whelming Wave because it doesn't hit.
It doesn't hit Coma. There's times where it's not going to randomly bounce something, or at least the other ones are all guaranteed. Like Whelming Wave usually hits most things and doesn't hit some of our stuff. But if we're like someone slams a Coma, I'm going to look at that card and be like, fuck.
Then there's the fun combos with those two.
But yeah, that's true. I do kind of like Whelming Wave though. It is a low cost and it helps get an early game.
I'm thinking maybe Engulf. Oh wait, we also have Scourge,
which doesn't get bounced by Whelming Wave. And like I guess it is an expensive bounce because it's 7-drop, and I don't really care about the 6/6 body. I mean, it's cool.
I guess this one gets cut. I mean, Engulf is the exact same thing, right?
Yeah, but it triggers with all of our
Except it hits us, right?
yeah, and it also triggers all of our triggers, like our draw effects and
Uh,
in one more. Count how many things Jin triggers with. Oh, it looks like everything. I'm already saw so many things.
it's technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Wait, you missed two.
6. Wait, I missed two.
Alkive and Cage Sun.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 38, 39, 40, 41. Also, he's another way for us to win too. So
Mm-hmm.
I
I just
like.
want to make sure that we did get enough value out of
I
him
don't
because
think
it
we're
was like,
cutting any of the creatures because this is also one of our
yeah.
only copies, aside from Swarm, and it
Mm-hmm.
also goes infinite with Ghostly and makes infinite mana, so it's another infinite. We have a couple infinites. We have this one with mana rocks. We have this with Ghostly. This and this with Ghostly. Yeah. You know, this deck would love a capsize. This deck would love a capsize.
Mm-hmm.
Capsize wins games.
Yeah, especially if you make infinite mana.
Is there any mana rocks we want to cut? I don't think so. I think I like everything up here.
No, I'd like all that stuff.
Yeah. I don't think I want to cut any of the creatures. They're all amazing. Broken as fuck. I like being able to kill them. And I like all this. And I already talked to you about Leyline. Like imagine like a world where like all of this has flash. I know that
One of
one of
those
them do
does.
have flash.
Two of those have.
Two of them I know that but like it's just like the problem with instant sorcery decks is like once you try to make a board, you know, then like you're susceptible to getting interacted with when you're supposed to be the one that is the hardest one to interact with, you know.
I guess it's probably why like you're not trying to make too much of a board. I guess when I play my blues, I'm usually just trying to control until I
Right,
could
but it's
like go
even
for
just
win condition.
16 artifacts, you know, that
Yeah,
like you want to play because if you're ahead on mana, you win the game. And Cage Sun is not something you want to tap out and play. Cage Sun is something you want to have so much mana that you play Cage Sun and you also can keep up interaction, you know,
oh yeah,
to
that's
protect.
usually when I ended up playing it too.
Right.
Is like I would tap because I think in my build I actually even ran more artifacts. Like I think I ran Thran Dynamo and the bad Soul Ring, the one that enters tapped for three
Right,
mana, one Power Stone.
but now we have better ones that you didn't have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just that they cost more. Like getting
Yes.
those early compared to like a turn two later.
Yeah.
But overall, those are really good, especially
Yeah.
because Throne could draw you cards.
Yes, Throne is broken. Uh, but yeah. Also, you didn't have Sphinx. I don't think you had Hullbreaker.
No, I didn't have those when I played.
You didn't have those for sure. You definitely didn't have Jin. But Leyline is so amazing in these kind of decks, man. Because like the problem with these kind of decks, like I said, is
Oh, and I didn't have Mordecai either.
well, you know how much we love
Yeah.
him. He's the fucking boy, dude.
I'm also thinking maybe we. I don't want to cut another draw spell with like Dawn of Dreams, but we also remember that Nezahal can potentially draw a lot of cards on its own when it's in play.
So which one is the worst though? Because we don't care that much about Magecraft, so do we just cut Deep Analysis? We only have two things. We cut all the things that make tokens, really.
And true, and Deep Anal doesn't trigger with Jin.
Yes, it does. It's a 4.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking it's flashback cost. Never mind.
The flashback also still works.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe it is
all
Dawn.
right. So hold on. Let's talk about this. Between everything, is it Dawn, Deep Analysis, or Chemist's Insight, or Frantic Search?
I think it's Dawn because Dawn goes deeper, but the others get more cards out of them.
Understand that we're also a combo deck, so going deeper sounds better to me. So I don't think I would want to cut this one.
Yeah, I think
4 mana, look at the top 7 and you take 2. Like that's another dig through time, which is why we kept dig through time as well, because we're a combo.
I think that's Chemisters goes because you have to discard a card to draw the card, so you're actually going down.
100% agree. Okay, and I think
all
that's
right, and
it.
then so we could try and play test a deck that's interactive with no
missed or anything like.
No, I was going through and I like so we forgot the wayfarers.
Or you like all the counter spells we landed?
Did we not get Arcane Denial?
No.
Oh yeah, I definitely would want Arcane Denial.
I mean, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counter spells. Do we have a counterspell creature?
I think
technically
no.
Hullbreaker.
Yeah, kind of. I just really like Arcane Denial, but I guess maybe we don't.
No, I like running a lot of counterspells in these kind of decks, and
I think we could cut one of like the single target removal then, in its spot, just which is the worst one.
Well,
maybe
I like Sculpt and Shift. I mean, I wouldn't want to cut those, and like you never. I mean, we're not going to cut Rifts.
But if we're bouncing all those creatures, do we really need? I guess it's good for the single target. I like Resculpt because it hits things outside.
Exiling things in blue is something that doesn't exist. Which is why we play these whenever we play these decks.
My one other thing I'm thinking about with Reality Shift, even though I probably think I did run it in my deck, is if we do exile something and they manifest, and like our bounce spells is going to give whatever card they bounce to their hand. So if it's like an instant or sorcery, they have the potential to play it when they normally wouldn't. Right. But it's still really good to get rid of that problem. Like give them a random whatever is nowhere near as good as just dealing with issue.
Would you want to cut another one of the bounces?
No. Because what also makes the bounces so good is that we could dodge them, kind of. But I guess we picked all the ones that don't really affect us anyway. Outside of like one.
You know, this deck would love Moldrifter as well too, because it can do things if you draw Ghostly Flicker, where you're like Ghostly Flicker, Archaeomancer, Moldrifter. You know, just get to draw 2 cards every turn. But put that in the maybe board. Also, what's the other ones called? It's Displace, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Displace.
It's not as good because it doesn't hit lands, and that's the big issue.
That's the problem.
Okay. Displacer Kitten also wouldn't be terrible. I saw that in there.
Oh yeah, Kitten, yeah. Maybe it's a mana.
What if we go down on the Skyclave Relic? It's 6 mana to get the full oomph of it, and that is a lot.
Sure.
And I think that's fine.
Yeah, we still have 1, pseudo, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pseudo. 12. 13? Yeah.
And the terrain generator could also
it's also pseudo, yeah.
like pseudo. So we have a bunch of pseudo as well. Let's do a quick try. See how this bad boy looks. A Brawl Nykthos in opening hand. Let's go.
Ooh. We don't have to.
Island first, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to.
All right, we just won. We're playing Brawl Commander.
Ooh, that's a great one. I still don't even think we need to just play our Nykthos out for no reason.
Yeah. Get our island count up.
If they counter something, we can just be like, no.
And then we use brawl, draws, and discards.
Then brawl, draws, and discards. Uh-oh.
I think we don't have a lot of devotion. I actually would say maybe we have two like Lotus effects, Nykthos effects.
We're gonna play Jin though.
Yep.
I'm just thinking maybe the Vision. Or
Okay, yeah.
we have
True.
an Archaeomancer, so.
True.
Alright, so. Alright, let's get the Lotus down this turn, or just keep Counterspell? No, let's get the Lotus down.